back at it, day 2 with the iron orchid stamps. I think she just been caught. I just been caught. Hi. Oh, hi, what are you doing here? I didn't even notice you were on camera. I was looking for the Dumahigi, a Jagger, whatchamacallit. Oh, look, there it is. I'm gonna go now. So I got to it. Got it dug out. Gonna be pretty straightforward. A couple screws, a couple of taps with the hammer. And you can see got a lot of nice material here to work with. I remember picking it up. I said I do remember picking it up, but actually another quick tip when you're taking something apart, you use your pry bars to work, well, basically against each other. You're going to stick one in there and then the next. You're going to push one forward and pull the other one back at the same time. Bring it down a little more. Pull one forward, one back. Real simple to get them out without making a whole lot of noise or effort. One way, one the next. So this is interesting. Whoever put this together screwed those braces in to the side and then just stapled it into that from the top. Nothing on that side. what there is on this side. All right, so we're going to strategically take this apart with a special take her apart tool. Weather strip. That out without popping my eye out. It has a bevel angle here that has to come off. I have this window. I'll remove the hardware off this window right here. Looks like it's got a price tag on it. Maybe. Not sure where I got it. Doesn't sound like me buying something. Usually paying for it. Where's my screwdriver? Really? Okay, it told me exactly. It told me it was exactly where I left it. Of course, it's too big, don't want to fit. Maybe. All right, I have to break out the other toolbox, find a more appropriate size. I'll clean up a little bit, see what all we're working on. My guide definitely moved. See the uneven cut all the way down? Actually looked like it started. Curious to see if put any glue in this. They did not. When you spread the glue. Sorry, don't come out that easy. Let's do it in the middle right on a knot. Yeah, we'll hammer that one in. Here's the beauty in building a cabinet like this. So far I have pretty much zero invested other than time in the wood. this. I do a little cleanup on it. Stripped all the screws and nails out of it. Now I'm just going to do some trimming, cleaning, dusting and cleaning. And then I could just drop a bunch of plans and show it to you, but I can't because you haven't figured it out yet. The window is the door to the cabinet and everything is built around this. So I honestly don't know the size of the cabinet yet. This will be put down in the middle of the table and we're going to build around it. And that's how we determine on these type of projects. I named this cabinet years ago. I think I called it the Curio Mate. Yeah, Curio Mate. But I came up with the whole idea of the Renaissance collection because everything is made out of reclaimed produce. This was an old cabinet, had an old window. We're bringing it back to life, giving it new life. Hence the Renaissance. So I'm going to start getting some of this crap cleaned up. Some of this stuff cleaned up real quick. 7, 8 boards. Not too bad. All right, try this again. Just did a whole bunch of recording and didn't even have it on. So again, these are the sides of the cabinet and the front. I already cut them. I glued, stapled, and screwed the front to the sides. I'm going to come back a little bit later with some wood putty and fill in the holes with that. But there's a whole lot of body work to do on this thing. Then I went ahead and took this piece here that's going to hold the two sides together. I put glue on it. I am not going to use the brads or staple gun, whatever you want to call it, because these are 3/4 inch stock, and if I shoot these through there, they're going to pop out the other side. And the same thing when I was using my 1 5/8, I now have to go to 1 1/4, otherwise they're going to pop out the other side. But the 1 1/4 will be just fine. So I'm going to go ahead and shoot some of those in there. I could put 4 in it. Dude, why do those look bigger? Because that's right out of the 1 5/8 box. See how I almost screwed up there again? If all your straights are cut, if all your cuts are straight, then you don't have to worry about putting a level or a square on there, because when you put it together, it should be perfectly square, just like your cut. Unless, of course, there's something on your saw blade or saw table and do not allow for a nice clean fit. It's like the sun's going down out there. You think of a better way to spend a Friday night, though? The warden called. I got permission to stay here and work a little bit later so I can get some work done on this cabinet. Might have to go pour myself a nice refreshing beverage, because I am currently unsupervised. Like work. All right, so there's that portion of it. Again, it's nothing more than just a frame. There's the insides. Now what's going to happen is I found a splinter. That's utterly abuse. All right, so what's going to happen is then this door is going to get mounted in here, some hinges, and then the shelves go in there. You get the general idea. Now, because I'm going to paint the inside of it white, because I like a nice clean look on the inside of the cabinet, it helps things that you're going to display in there have a better background and make it look cleaner. So before I do any of that, I get it painted. Otherwise, it's just a pain in the cabinet to paint with all the shelves and everything else totally assembled. All right, back here at the wood shop slash studio slash warehouse slash multi-functional purpose building. Yeah, anyway, we're back on to this cabinet, the inside, nice and dry overnight. Next up, what I'm going to do is take some Pro Bond wood filler. And what that's going to do is I'm going to find all the old previous holes, my wood screws and everything. Anything that I don't like, and I'm just going to fill it up with some wood putty. You can use all types of stuff, and even a little spatula, and wipe them off. But first go around, what I usually do is just kind of fill them in, and then come back with a sander. Let it dry, because what happens after you let it dry is it's going to shrink a little anyway after the moisture comes out of it. And then you have a little divot, so then you're going to want to come back and put some more in there. So that's what we're going to do for now. This could take a while, and it's going to be really boring, so no need to watch. A filler, wood filler. So you can see there's a whole lot of patches on there now. I even went back and did the inside, which probably should have did before. Obviously, I know I should have did before I painted it last night, but I didn't feel like it. I'm going to give it a second coat anyway, so it's not that big of a deal. I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to hit it with the sander in a little while, and then that'll be ready to go. Incidentally, this is why a lot of these cabinets I do get painted instead of stained, because of the fact that I cover up all the little attachments, the wood screws and the staples and all the little divots and all that other stuff. So after that gets sanded nice and smooth, then it'll get a paint coat of whatever I have, and we'll go from there. Alright, this is not my all-time favorite thing to do. In fact, I don't even recommend it. Only if my glasses could fog up, so it'd be easier not to see. Not bad for eyeballing it. Eyeballing it. Trusty skill saw. You know, I've had this thing since 2003, and it was used when I got it. It probably was. We're making progress. Got some reinforcements. The girl's back with me today. She's running around here somewhere. So what we did, knocking stuff off again, because I don't clean as I go, if you haven't noticed. When I got the first coat in, patched any little dots on there I didn't like, holes. We put the window in place, and then I sit there and measure down to where the shelves are going to go. That way, when you look at the shelves through the front of the door, you have the cross members of the windows here. So those shelves are they'll even right up with it. So you'll be able to see whatever you have in there on display. And so basically the shelves are going to fall right in the middle of the glass. They're going to line up with these. Don't need to overcomplicate that. Certainly sounded like I did though, didn't it? So what I just did here is cut some shelves. I built little frames that they're actually going to sit on. I'm going to do the same thing here and here and secure those. Got my shelves sitting over here. Then got them cut widthwise. It's going to be 26 wide. I do have to trim off 3/4 of an inch off the back here. This is a lot more than 3/4. And we have to trim them off a little so the door, when I put the door on with the hinges, it will sit flush. If I forget to do that, then the door won't close. I had her driving a paintbrush. We're gonna put some spindles on the front of this cabinet. We could show you what it is later. She's over there painting for me. I don't know where she's at now. Woman, little girl. Oh, she's down there with the granny. Oh. Traitor. I have to trim that off. To make sure when I open and close the door, it doesn't get pinched and stuck on the shelf. There we go. So that should be flush now. All right, so you just need to shake the paint. Got it? Perfect. That's fine. All right, so that's good. Then take the lid off. What we're going to do is ebonize the edges of this Basically, it's just a quick, easy way to make them look a little more antique. Okay, so what you're gonna do, I'm gonna show you first and then you're gonna do it. Alright, so you decide you're not gonna get any on your hands, right? Okay. Now then, keep it. You gotta hold it too. No. You're not paying me again. Pull me once. Come on. You know the distance away. There you go. All right, good. All right, now hold it till it dries. We'll be back in about 20 minutes. Just kidding. If you didn't paint the bottoms for a reason, you can go ahead and set that down.
What?
You just spray painted the other shelf. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to find good help around here. Just kidding. That's all right. You can sand that off in a minute. Go ahead and get that one done. Too close. Too far away. Okay, go. Don't stay in one spot for a long time. You'll start puddling up. All right, go set it over there. Grab the next one.
This side, though.
I already got the other side. Looks good. There you go. Nice. Beautiful. Okay. Good job. Now the other side.
I got a little bit on.
No, that's exactly what I wanted. You've done great. You'll see why after we get in a little while. All right.
Good.
Go for it. Look at you. I'm a professional. All right. So you didn't get any on the saw table, did you? I can't have nothing nice.
Bro, it's already dirty and it already has paint from it.
All right.
But I did spray paint.
No, you did good. Go ahead and set that one down, let it dry. Great work. Gotta put these shelves in. I went ahead and put the supports on here on all sides. And as soon as the little one over there gets done staining these shelves, she's doing a fantastic job, by the way. They're gonna go in there like that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and repaint the inside of the white. Get that second coat on there. And then we'll go from there. When I'm putting my door on, me personally, I just use whatever I can find. Sometimes I put screws in there as a gap, or sometimes I just use pieces of cardboard to help keep it pretty consistent all the way around. And then I'll go ahead and my first hinge on, I just put 2 screws on, one top, one bottom. I'm gonna do the same thing down at the bottom. And then maybe, or maybe not, one in the middle. Depends on how, if the door sags, or how much weight's actually gonna be on it. And I won't know that until we do it. So we'll get that hooked up now, and then we'll maybe work on the top or the shelves or the back. Not sure yet, because I'm gonna put the spindles on. And I have a handle. I do need a handle. I'm either working with, I like this one here. Got a little color to it. That one's a little too, I don't know. I think it's a little bit too shiny for what I want. I actually have a silver one here too, but I think this is going to be more of the color tones I'm working with. We'll see. All right, so Monday night came back over to the shop to go ahead and try to get some of the finishing touches here on the cabinet. And I decided not to quite put it together yet because I'm going to stop what I'm doing and I'm going to ask your advice. I want you to tell me which you think is going to look better. This blue here or this blue here. This one's a toned down blue. That one's a brighter blue. I know which one I like. I know what I've got in mind for it, but I think with this particular one, whatever you choose, that's the way I'm going to go with. From here, obviously got to clean it up a little bit, finish up the window, door. Shelves are put in, just got to clean that up. Also the back, I'm thinking about going with the beadboard. Or I could go with just a regular piece of Luan. I don't know yet. I don't want it to look too busy, but I do want it to look clean on the inside. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are. The top is going to have two options. It's going to be either a 3/4 inch piece of stock like this, or it's going to be what I call a mantel cabinet top. So it'll have a profile like this if it's just a 3/4 inch, right? Or it'll have a 2x12 on top of it. Gives it a more of a thicker profile, more of a manlier type cabinet, lodge cabinet, if you will. I call those the mantel cabinets. You'd see them in some of the older homes. They were kind of like the finishing parts on, here's your fireplace, your focal points on your fireplace, and on this side and this side here, there'd be like either bookshelves or closed-in cabinets. And that's where the whole mantel cabinet actually came from, in my mind. And I'm also going to put on this little door latch here, kind of keep it into a little older style. So this will be a nice Renaissance piece when I'm done with it. New life for an old window, some old spindles, and obviously you've seen from the beginning an old cabinet. So comment down below, let me know which color you like the most, and then we'll get that done in the next video.